Now we start on with the boot care. Now I always use leather grist on Altberg boots, and this is a boot care kit which we do, but you can buy the tin separate and use your own brushes, but I'll use this boot care kit just to show you what we do. And in the kit we've got a putting on brush, which is a small brush, and we use that for putting on the leather grist. We have a buffing brush, which is exactly what it says it is. We have some clear leather grist for these boots, but we also have the military version of the boot care kit, which has brown leather grist in it. And also we have a small tin, in this case, of the brown leather grist for taking, if you want to cover up any marks on the toe or scuffs or things like that. Also in here, there's information about how you should use it. So this is the leather grist, and so we start off, and the first place we go for is the seams, and it's the seams around this area where the boot flexes and the stitching is. You get it in, get it right into it like that, okay? And after we've done it there, then we would go to the back of the boot, and it's this heel tab. And again, make sure that there's no grit or dust in there, and then get it into the heel tab where the heel flexes. That heel's going to be flexing like this. That's where you want to get the most leather grist in, where you got that flexing going on. And then finally, go across this area of the boot, right down into here. This is where we're getting the boot flexing. So you want to be, so anywhere where the boot is flexing or a seam's flexing, or like in the back of there, they're the key places. In the tongue here, water washes down in this tongue, so get into there and get it well done like that. And then finally, any other seams, just make sure you do all of your seams, and then cover the whole boot all over with the leather grist, as you see me doing it there. The next stage is we then use the buffing brush, and we buff it all over. Good buff. Make sure you get right into it. Now you can see it's got a bit of a scrapes on the toe here. If you want to, you can use the brown and you can put some on there and buff it off. But my main thing here is to get into all the seams and get the boot covered so it becomes water repellent all over. And you can actually feel, I'm not trying to get a shine on the boot, you can feel the waxiness in there. Lovely, I like the feeling actually, lovely feeling. And the final thing is, and this is something that most people don't do, is using your putting on brush, wax your lace. Now this is how I do it. I go in there, look, there's my lace, and I stick the brush on top of the lace like so, and then I pull the lace through the leather grist. Do you see that? It goes through, and that lace now is getting waxed all the way through. If you're not sure it's done properly, pull it back again and do it again. But when you're finished, that lace should have a lovely waxy feel all over it. And you'll find your laces last a lot longer. Also, when you wax it, when you tie them off, they stay tied off because the wax tends to hold the laces, stop them slipping. Dry laces slip more than waxed laces. Now the next stage, and I suppose I've worked all my life in craft, is always look after your tools that you're using. And these are the tools for boot care. So the first thing is, take your putting on brush and just pull it like that to get all the, see that? Look how much has come off it. Pull it like that to get the wax off. Secondly, take your buffing brush and use it to remove the leather grist from the putting on brush. Now you see that putting on brush now, it's ready for use for the next time. Go for your putting on brush now, and for a last wax, because you've put a little bit more wax into it, just put it on again and give it a buff around like that. Okay. Now they can be put away, ready for use the next time. Okay. After that, we look at the footbed. Now, This footbed's not in bad condition, but look for any bits of grit that might have got in there, because like I say, if they, in fact, there you are, there's some grit inside of there now. They can get into the lining. If the footbed's okay, reuse it. This footbed's still got quite a bit of sponginess in it, where the ball of your foot is. It's got decent support around this side to hold your heel. So nothing wrong with that footbed, but get the grit out. So that's gone. And so now put that back in, lace your boots again, and you're good for another day's walking now, or another week's walking, or whatever. So that would be Bootcare for water repellency and keeping boots supple.